Welcome back to American Wing Chun. I am Sifu Matt, and today is day 24, Christmas Eve, of our 25 Days of Christmas Wooden Dummy Exercises for Beginners series. Today is going to be a little bit more complex. So we're going to transition from a Bong-Sau to a Tan-Sau, and then back to Bong-Sau, switching Bong-Sau to the other side, and to do another Tan on this side, and back to Bong. So you have this switching back and forth from Bong to Tan. So, starting off, setting your distance from the dummy. And hopefully the camera can see the feet from here. I backed it up a little bit, but it seems like it's kind of far away from seeing the details of what the arms are doing too. So, you can start off with a Bong-Sau and a stance turn 45 degrees, just like the video where we just constantly switched to Bong-Sau, Wu-Sau, and then turn. We're going to use this in this sequence. So I start with Bong-Sau, turn, and I have that up and forward direction, so the arm is up into the corner of the arm of the hole of the arm of the dummy. And then I'm going to do a step forward, the direction I'm facing, and turn to do a Tan-Da to the dummy. And then I'm going to do a back step. I'm going to turn my body to make this arm give me force for Bong-Sau. So the pressure of this turn with my step makes me go back to Bong-Sau. And then we switch Bong-Saus. The Wu-Sau hand, the back hand, goes over top. The previous Bong-Sau comes back to Wu-Sau. Stance turn into the arm. Do a step out and turn and Tan and palm the dummy. And then do a back step back to Bong-Sau, giving yourself that pressure with your footwork. And then switching Bong, turn, step out and palm and Tan. And then back step in Bong-Sau, switch the hands and turn. Step with the step out and turn facing the dummy for a Tan-Da. Back step for Bong-Sau again. Switch the hands and turn. And then I step out and Tan. And then I back step for Bong-Sau. Switch the hands when the elbow is moving, the body is not. When the body is moving, the elbow is not. That concept still applies there. And then I step, and his force makes me have to stick and keep pressure so that he can't hit me with that arm through that transition. And then I do the palm and the Tan-Da here. Then I do that back step, maintaining that pressure with my arm to keep this in Bong-Sau and keeping his hand at bay. And then I switch hands, turn, step out and turn facing the dummy. And then I do a back step to give myself pressure to go to this Bong-Sau. Switch and then turn, stepping out and then back. Switch and turn and out and back. Switch and turn and out and back. Switch and turn and out and back. So this gives you this kind of sensitivity with your Tan-Sau and Bong-Sau. And you can just train that back and forth if you want to. But it's nice having the body movement facilitate the palm and the Tan-Sau. And then back to Bong-Sau here. And there is a detail here. So if I'm going to switch Bong, turn into the arm, when I do this step out, I can't just palm now. This arm will get in the way. As I step and I've cleared this arm here, I want to then be doing that palm strike. So I have to step out far enough to pass that arm so that I can turn and do this palm strike here. And I back step again. And I should be directly in front of the dummy when I've stepped back. I'm just in a turned position, but I am still in front of the dummy when I'm here. So there, switch hands, Bong-Sau here. I'm still in front of the dummy, still here. But I'm shifted offline, but I'm still with my feet in front of the dummy. And then I step offline and palm here. I step back in front of the dummy to make this go to Bong-Sau. So if I turn square again, I'm back facing in the center. Then I switch hands, turn, step out, and then step back in front of the dummy again. Switch hands, and then turn, step out, back in front of the dummy, switch hands, and turn, step out, and back. And you can just do that forever. So that practices good footwork, good coordination. Make sure, don't make this mistake here, where when you switch hands to do the next Bong-Sau, don't do that at the same time. Don't turn and bong together. You want to go to Bong-Sau, then the body goes. Go to Bong-Sau, then the body goes. Hands before the body. Hands before the body. This step will be in coordination with the body and the hands, but that transition to the other side when you switch hands will be hands, then the body. So don't blend that together and violate the principle of when the elbow is moving, the body is not. When the body is moving, the elbow is not. So make sure you pay attention to that. So that is day number 24. 1 day left.